guys and gals, and here from Drakewing Gaming, and 70 miles worth of gaming Dragon Day, coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Promises to Keep. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm, Jane, you were up, and let's go! Hunter's Path. I have to say Hunter's Path. Okay. A thump-thump sound breaks the silence, and we look over to Rofi, whose tail is beating against his seat in anticipation. The table breaks out in laughter, minus Rofi, still laser-focused on Artemis's movements. The bird smiles and generously gives him the first plate. So, we have a pretty simple bread pudding for dessert, topped with a sweet bourbon drizzle. I don't do desserts super often, but I hope this is decent. Artemis's introduction is interrupted by a gasp from Rofi. This is so yummy! Seems like you have your verdict, Artemis. Let's eat before it gets cold. God, I love bread pudding. Some light chatter happens during dessert, but everyone is mostly focused on the sugary goodness that Artemis put together. It really is the perfect ending to a satisfying meal. After a few more minutes of conversation, folks start to peel off. Theo gets up first to collect everyone's plates, firmly shooing Artemis away when he inevitably tries to help. The Blue Jay is the next to bail, Ollie trailing close behind him, both of them engrossed in their phones. Hunter lets out a yawn and does a huge full-body stretch, filling what seems like most of the kitchen with his arms. I think I might go lie down. Hunter nudges Rofi gently, but it looks like he's already fallen asleep in his chair, a soft, content smile on his puppy face. Huh? I'm heading upstairs. You coming? Rofi nods drowsily and gets up, playfully leaning on Hunter as they leave the table. Hunter calls back to the kitchen. Have a good night, y'all. Both Theo and I call back to him, sending him and Rofi off. Then Theo turns to me. You done with your plate, Leo? Oh, yeah, I think so. Do you, want to help with the dishes? Nope, not at all. I like doing them. It gives me time to think. You are free to entertain yourself however you wish. I'm giving you the rest of the night off. Theo chuckles at his own joke as he starts loading plates into the dishwasher. I slowly stand up, feeling warm and pleasantly full. Outside, the wind howls and beats at the windows. The snow still hasn't stopped. I wasn't quite ready for bed, but it seemed like Rofi and Hunter were both calling it a night. That left Artemis and Ollie? I wonder what each of them is up to. Artemis. Let's go bang Artemis. Let's see what Artemis is up to. As I walk into the living room, I see the Blue Jay sitting in one of the chairs by the front windows. His headphones are in, but he's staring out at what little he can see while sipping from a steaming mug. A bit of quiet music and snow watching might be nice. I walk over to the bird, and he turns towards me. I motion to the chair next to him, pulling out my own headphones. He nods and turns back to the window. No words required. Nice. I've done plenty of small talk already today. I wonder what he's listening to. Probably something loud, judging from his outfit. The chair is ludicrously comfy and fits me like a glove. I can't help but let out a slight purr as I sink into the luxurious cushions. His eyes flick to me, then back out the window. Oops. Did he hear me? Nah, no way. Any reasonable volume would have drowned me out completely. I pop the headphones in. What best suits this comfortable evening? What song fits well with warm clothes, soft chairs, and a full belly? Bang. No. Alright. That one is done. Oh, I know. The familiar guitar chords sweep me away in an instant. I love this chair. I love this song. This moment is so perfect I can't but hum along quietly. The purr returns, mixing the notes into a gently rumbling melody. I open my eyes and realize that Artemis is looking right at me, somewhat expectantly. I pull out an earbud. Sorry, did you say something? I said you have a nice, gentle voice. Do you sing? What? Oh, my bad. I didn't think you could hear me over your music. The bird pulls out both headphones. Nothing was playing. I just like having them in sometimes. Oh. Do you sing? He asks again with almost the same intonation. Me? Obviously, who else is here? No, not really. I mean, not outside the shower. Fair enough. He turns back to the window again. Thanks, though, for the compliment, I mean. Obviously, what else would he be thanking him for? It's the truth. I wouldn't mind if you kept going. No pressure, obviously. I think I'm good for now. Do you? Do I sing? No. I can't tell how this is going at all. It was so much easier to talk to him when Ollie was here. Maybe it's time to bail on this conversation. I'm about to open my mouth when... Would you mind sending me the link to that song? Thank God. Not at all. There you go. Here goes nothing. Hey, do you want to sell out playlists or something? I can tell you've got pretty good music taste, so... Sure. He answers immediately, and I get a link by text to not 5 seconds later. Jackpot. I think I found a way into this conversation. Whoa, 15 hours? That's one of my shorter ones. Figured it would be better to lead with Figured it'd be better to lead with than some of the others. I check out his profile, and my eyebrows climb higher and higher up my forehead as I scroll through his playlists. He has hundreds of them, all dozens of hours long. My eyes catch on certain names as they fly by. March 12th, 1342. Cleaning my padded cell. Awful Virtues. Supreme International 21st Century Neck Injury Megamix 4. How do you keep track of all these? He shrugs. I don't mostly. I haven't listened to some of them in years. I just keep making new ones because it's fun and I enjoy it. There's probably some repeat songs in some of them, but whatever. Seems like you've got something for every mood. He nods. That's the goal. He shifts his sitting position, fluidly crossing his legs, and then says, completely deadpan, I want to listen to every piece of music ever made before I die. I chuckle, despite his serious expression. Every piece of music? Most of them aren't that good, you know. Looks like, water time. Alrighty. Oh, wrong one. There we go, y'all. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, bad music can be the best teacher. If you can pinpoint what you hate about something, you know what not to do in the future. That's a pretty optimistic way to view it. My mind shifts back to a concert I went to with a friend in college. I didn't know the band, but agreed to go anyway. Bad move. They were dog shit. I spent the whole night drinking in a corner of the bar, thoroughly miserable but not wanting to ditch my friend. Guess he's more forgiving when it comes to music, and not that you can tell by the way he looks. Not to stereotype, but he doesn't dress like someone who would listen to country or classical. So, sounds like you write music yourself? On top of being a chef, too. Artemis rolls his eyes and nods once. I do a bit of everything, a master of none, though. It probably would be better if I stuck with just one interest. That's so cool, though! I want to hear more! What kind of music do you write normally? Have you gotten any of it published yet? Like I said, a bit of everything, and no, not the way that makes me money. Now, not that that's the most important thing. But anyway, you still owe me a playlist. I know a conversation changed when I see one. Guess he doesn't really want to talk shop with me just yet. Oops, what kind do you want? I start scrolling through mine. Shit, none of these names are as creative as his. Something that gives me a good idea of your taste overall. It's okay if it's not mood consistent. Okay, maybe I'll put 2 or 3 of them together then. As long as you don't judge too harshly. He shrugs and smiles at me. My first Artemis smile, directed only at me. Sardonic, sure. Teasing? Yes. Handsome? Absolutely. No promises. At that moment, both of our phones buzz. It's Hunter in the group chat. It's like a GIF. I regret giving him my number. I laugh, thinking of Hunter sprawled out on the floor, scrolling through GIFs to send. Oh, he's not so bad. He's fine. He speaks curtly, but without malice. Our phones buzz again. This time it's Rofi with another GIF. I consider muting the chat. I'm considering muting the chat. My thoughts exactly. Might get us in trouble later, though. I suppose we'll suffer through, won't we? All things considered. He looks out the pitch-black window. It could be much worse. Definitely. I think about my cancelled flight and shiver slightly. I was supposed to leave town today. Had planned to be at the airport by 9 a.m. Artemis turns back towards me, hints of sympathy showing on his stoic face. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. When I think about being snowed in at the airport for God knows how long, I shake my head as if to dislodge the thought. I'm happy to be here. Really. That gets another smile out of him, much warmer and gentler than before. I am as well. Theo's a great guy, and he has a lovely home. And it comes with a talented bird chef. This time I am rewarded with a quiet chuckle. Slowly but surely I'm chipping away at the impassive demeanor of his. Well, thank you, Leo. Alright, that one's done. 2 out of the way. 1 to go. His phone buzzes again, this time accompanied by a short jingle. I watch his face soften even more as he unlocks it. Honestly, he's in the same house as me, but still insists on texting. I hazard an obvious guess. Ollie? The bird nods and begins typing out a response. By the way, thanks for backing me up earlier, when Ollie was being anxious about his nickname. Oh, sure. I mean, I was just being honest. I really don't think I don't think he has to worry about Leo being too judgmental, though I guess I understand his reasoning. Artemis shakes his head. If it's this new fixation of his, I honestly don't know why. He's always gone by Ollie, and I never had any problems with it until recently. Not sure what's changed. Though he does his best to hide it, his worry is palpable. So you've known each other for a while, then? Not as long as you and Rofi. It's been about 4 years, I think. How did you two meet, if you don't mind me asking? He shakes his head a bit dismissively, eyes glued to the phone screen. It's not a very interesting story. We went to the same college, and eventually we ended up living on the same street. He's a good dino, if a little stubborn. Stubborn? Not sure I've seen that side of Ollie yet, although... I guess I could see that, with all that stuff he made you guys bring over. Artemis shakes his head again, as the message sent sound plays and he tucks the phone into his pocket. No, I'm afraid that was my idea. His heat and power were off, but he kept saying that he didn't want to leave it all behind in the cold, so Theo and I offered to help carry it. It seemed like the easiest way to get him out of the apartment, which might otherwise have been a struggle. He still made a fuss, of course. Some days I think that boy would literally freeze to death before he asks anyone for help. Even me. I see. Artemis' story casts this afternoon in a new light. I picture Ollie, huddled and shivering in his freezing apartment, too nervous to reach out to anyone. If not for Theo, that might have been me. Do me a favor, yeah? I refocus once again on the bird sitting across from me. Don't tell Ollie I said that. He likes it when I worry about him, but only in specific ways. And not too much. And not when he doesn't feel like being worried about. Of course, your secret is safe with me. Thanks, Leo. Oh, a boy's blushing. Thanks, Leo. Tiredness suddenly washes over me. It's been a very eventful day, after all, especially after all the cleaning and packing I did yesterday, in preparation for the flight. I yawn really big, remembering at the last second to cover my open mouth with a paw. Looks like it's bedtime. Without warning, Artemis stands, readjusting the cushions on the seat after vacating it. I figured you'd be as tired as I am. It's been a very long day. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yeah, I guess I am. Sorry. Don't apologize. I'm usually in bed by this time anyway. Really? Huh. He didn't seem the early to bed, early to rise type. It takes all my willpower to resist making an early bird joke. I'm planning on getting up at 7:30 to 8 and making breakfast. Join me if you like, or if you'd rather sleep in, I'll keep it warm. I know Ollie won't be up early. Wow, thank you. I'll see how I feel in the morning. How about that? Fine by me. Finished with fixing the chair, he gives me another nod and a hint of a smile. Good night, then. Sleep well. Excuse me? What an interesting bird. He keeps a lot of surprises under that brusque veneer. If I can get him to open up more, I wonder what else will come spilling out. I yawn again, settling further into the comfy chair. Nope, come on. Theo's gone to the trouble of setting up a bed for you. You can't sleep here. Reluctantly, I extricate myself from my cushioned paradise and lumber towards the den. Through my sleepy haze, the small sitting room looks even cozier than it did before. I did notice a pile of extra blankets in one of the chairs alongside my travel bag. I guess Theo moved it for me. So far, he's been an excellent host. Gotta remember to thank him tomorrow. And maybe apologize again for asking about the photograph. Theo's face lingers in my mind as I start getting ready for bed. His tired eyes, his easygoing smile. It seems a little less convincing now I've caught a glimpse of what's behind it. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and leave it off right here. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!